Hi there, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Tuesday. It is the 30th of September. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and the roads are going to get a little bit slick, so just be careful if you're just heading out. A couple of problems already, but fog and rain going to be the issue.
Let's take a look at the radar, and you can see the line of showers. Unfortunately, there is that risk of water spouts on Lake Erie, so if you're thinking of traveling down there, taking the boat out, just, be a little cautious.
Yeah.
It's been summer.
It has been beautiful. I mean, lovely day yesterday. It was gorgeous. I mean, today, a little bit of rain could...
It's not going to last for the remainder of the week. We are going to squeeze in a couple of good days before we get to the colder temperatures. I'll talk about that in a minute. But first, Tom, tell us about those issues. It's not bad. I know we're going to see rain today, but it's not going to be an incredible amount, as we were talking about. We're looking at about 5 millimeters for the city of Toronto. It will clear out for this evening, and tomorrow we're looking at another good day. Temperatures are going to be mild. We're going to see a clearing trend, and Thursday looks awesome too. It's actually going to feel really quite humid. By Friday, unfortunately, next system comes in. This one's going to be a typical fall system, bringing with it a lot of wind, maybe some thunderstorms, and quite a bit of rain. Well, before you head out, make sure you grab that umbrella on your way to breakfast. You will need it. We've got showers this morning throughout much of southern Ontario, through Barrie and through Newmarket. Oshawa, all 14 degrees in the morning, 15 degrees for Toronto, 14 in Hamilton. If you're hopping in the car, you're driving, heading up towards Kingston, expect to see overcast conditions. The rain will get there eventually, and even down towards the south and through London and Windsor, only sitting at about 11 degrees.
As you come to Mississauga Road, major problems this morning. Good morning.
Wow, okay. Yeah, good morning to you.
Good morning. Right.
It could get worse because we do have some rain on the way. Unfortunately, we do have a band of showers moving in through the GTA as we speak, areas north of the... So if you're planning on traveling in that direction and taking your boat out, just make sure you keep your eye on the sky.
And that's right. It's going to be active weather.
We do have a beautiful video. Some of our viewers have been amazing by sending in not only video, but pictures of stunning fall colors. It's some of the fall colors. I do have some bad news, however. I know, but I'm going to let Tom tell you his bad news first. Well, today we do have rain in the forecast. We've got this cold front that'll be sinking south. We'll see showers until early this afternoon, late day clearing. Tomorrow, high pressure moves back in. We'll see some sunshine. Temperatures are going to still be quite mild. Thursday, great day, lots of sunshine and hot, feeling closer to 29 when you factor in the humidity. It's just setting us up for this next system that's going to be moving in on Friday. Typical fall system. We are going to be seeing a lot of rain, a lot of wind with this system, and temperatures cooling down right behind it for the weekend. This was unexpected. Nobody knows when it will happen, but another eruption is likely. And when it happens, scientists say the force could toss boulders 4 kilometers from the crater. Well, here's a look at the rain that's happening right now. It's already started to move in through Cambridge and in through London and Kitchener and in through Waterloo. Just on the doorstep right through Toronto as well as in through Hamilton, we're seeing rain and Barrie. We're not going to see incredible amounts. We're looking at about 5 to 15 millimeters through London, Hamilton, through Kitchener, Waterloo, up through Mount Forest. But for the city of Toronto, about 5 millimeters at best throughout the day today. Once this low sinks south, we will start to clear out by later on this afternoon. So by late day, we're not going to see too much in the way of sunshine until tomorrow. We may start off with a few fog patches, but then it'll burn off. We'll see some sunshine. And Thursday looks great. It is going to be hot and it is going to be sunny. We're looking at 23 degrees, but feeling closer to 29. Big storm on the way for Friday. This one's going to be bringing in a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and the potential is there for some isolated thunderstorms. And then behind the cold front, look at the dramatic decrease in our temperatures. Only 12 degrees for Saturday, 13 for Sunday. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is a bit of a wet start to this Tuesday. It is the 30th of September. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds. We got some problems on the QEW rollover, so that is not good. Only one lane getting by, so expect delays there. We'll show you that coming up. And fog and rain, so it's going to be a slick commute.
Take a look at the radar, and you can see the line of showers moving in. There's the risk of water spouts on Lake Erie as well today. Convection is just right. Speaking of convection, we may get like a really good typical fall storm by the end of the week.
Oh, good. What's
good? You don't like that stuff.
I love fall storms. What's in the force? What is in the force fall storm? What's in it?
Wind.
Yeah.
Rain. Cold.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
I don't like the cold part of it. Wind and rain I can take.
Well, but if you can get out before then, do it. You've got your weekend forecast in just a moment. But first, Tom, what's going on in the QE?
Well,
Well, the rain moving in through the GTA as we speak, and it's going to kind of stick around through the majority of the morning, but really start to clear by the late afternoon. We'll see high pressure start to move back into our area. We are going to be seeing a fairly decent day tomorrow. Mix of sun and cloud. Could start off with some fog patches. Thursday, a great day. It is going to be hot and sticky. We're looking at 29 for a humidex, and then Friday, fall storm comes in with a lot of rain and a lot of wind. Nobody knows when it will happen, but Mount Ontakay is expected to erupt again, and when it does, it will be more than smoke and ash. That's next. Fog and rain and kind of gloomy this morning. This is the line of rain that is pushing through Cambridge, through Waterloo, through Kitchener, and through London, just on the doorstep of Hamilton. A little bit of mist and light fog. About 5 millimeters in total for the city of Toronto, so not epic amounts, but it's just going to be enough to kind of give you a gloomy day. We do start to clear out by later on this afternoon. We won't necessarily see too much in the way of sun until tomorrow, when we do have a clearing trend moving through for tomorrow and into Thursday. We're going to see some sunshine. We're going to see warmer temperatures, but then Friday, system moving in. This is a typical fall system, meaning it's got with it a lot of winds and quite a bit of rain. We could see some potential stormy conditions as well. And then behind it, the cold front is going to damage our temperatures, literally. We're going to go from 21 on Friday to 12 on Saturday, 13 on Sunday. It's amazing what a cold front can do, but we may see a little bit more sunshine by the end of the weekend. Well, before you head out, make sure you grab that umbrella on your way to breakfast. You will need it. We've got showers this morning throughout much of southern Ontario, through Barrie and through Newmarket. Oshawa, all 14 degrees in the morning, 15 degrees for Toronto, 14 in Hamilton. If you're hopping in the car, you're driving, heading up towards Kingston, expect to see overcast conditions. The rain will get there eventually, and even down towards the south and through London and Windsor, only sitting at about 11 degrees.
Closed captioning is brought to you in part by Dyson DC62 Animal. Powerful suction without the hassle of a cord.
Hi there, good morning. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It is the 30th of September. Hard to believe that October is tomorrow, and it has felt more like August. It has been absolutely gorgeous this past week. Now, today is probably not a day that you want to go out and check out fall colors. Why? Because we've got some rain on the way. We are seeing some showers moving in through the GTA. We're looking at about 5 millimeters for the city, about 5 to 15 millimeters through Cambridge and Waterloo and in through Kitchener and Hamilton. As this low sinks its way south, we're going to start to see a bit of a clearing trend behind it. So we've got sunshine in the forecast for tomorrow, and Thursday looks great. It is going to be hot and sticky. We've got humidex values to talk about for Thursday, but Friday we do have a typical fall-like system coming in that is going to bring us a lot of wind and a lot of rain. Speaking of stormy weather, Storm Hunters premieres tomorrow night. Take a look at this preview. Premieres tomorrow night, 7 and 10 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Here's Tom now with an update on traffic. Here's the radar. We're seeing most of the rain down towards the south. As Tom was mentioning, not a lot for the city center, not a lot on the streets. Rain, mist, light fog, that's going to be kind of our biggest concern this morning. About 5 millimeters for the city of Toronto, more so down towards Hamilton into Kitchener and Cambridge and London. As this low pushes south, we're going to start to see a bit of a clearing trend behind it. Now, throughout the day tomorrow, we're going to wake up, probably see a little bit of fog. It'll burn off, and we may even see some sunshine. Thursday looks gorgeous. We've got temperatures getting up into the 20s, feeling more like the low 30s in some areas when you factor in the humidity. But then Friday, it all comes to an abrupt halt. We've got this area of low pressure moving in, a very typical fall-like system, very windy, quite a bit of rain, and the potential is there for some isolated thunderstorms. And with that cold front, we are going to see our temperatures drop dramatically. 14 degrees for Saturday and quite a bit of cloud throughout the day on Sunday. Well, before you head out, make sure you grab that umbrella on your way to breakfast. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Well, we've been talking about the rain. We've also been talking about some mist and some fog patches. You were seeing a lot of it north of 404. It's still there?
Yeah, still seeing some fog. It's not really down on the ground too much, but hovering above the lights. So, yeah, it's still there.
All right, well, here's a look at the radar that Kevin is standing in, literally, outside. We are seeing the showers moving through the less than 5. Not a big deal for us. We do have a big dramatic change in our weather pattern though, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads? Not a lot of it throughout the day today as this low sinks south. We'll see some residual moisture, but for the most part, a bit of a clearing trend for the next couple of days. So not a bad day tomorrow. We could start off with a little bit of fog and some lingering showers, but by the afternoon, a little bit of sunshine. Thursday looks good as well. We've got sunshine in the forecast. Temperatures are going to be warm. By Friday, however, a nice fall-like storm comes in through the GTA. We're going to see a lot of wind with this, quite a bit of rain. The potential is there for thunderstorms, but it's the cold front that's really going to put a dent on our temperatures, dropping to the low teens just in time for the weekend. Nobody knows when it will happen, but Mount Ontakay is expected to erupt again, and when it does, it will be more than smoke and ash. That's next. Yeah, we are seeing showers moving in through the GTA, and that's just going to be the kind of trend throughout the day today. It's not going to be a really heavy rain, especially for the downtown core. We're looking at about 5 millimeters, 5 to 15 millimeters, Hamilton in through Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, Guelph, up through Mount Forest. Once this low continues to sink its way south, we're going to start to see a bit of a clearing trend behind it. So not a ton of sunshine by late day today, but it certainly will be clearing. And then we are going to be left with some sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. Thursday looks great. We've got lots of sunshine in the forecast. Humidex values return. But then on Friday, a very typical fall-like system bringing with it a lot of rain, a lot of wind, potential for thunderstorms, and the cold front. The cold front is what's really going to get us. We're going to see our temperatures drop dramatically. Saturday, 14 degrees. Sunday, only seeing a daytime high of 12. Well, before you head out, make sure you grab that umbrella on your way. And Emily with an almost sunrise. Look at that.
It's looking pretty nice.
I know. It's like you look at the radar and it almost looks a little bit worse than it is in our area right now. I mean, as Kevin was mentioning, Newmarket seeing rain right now. It's just on the doorstep through Hamilton. But for the most part, it's not going to be an incredible amount of rain. It's just going to be kind of gloomy and kind of dreary. And
we thought it might break up a little bit. I mean, it looks like on radar it's breaking up a tiny bit, and that could be because the ground is so dry and it sort of sucks the energy out of the system. So we'll see some rain.
Good news, and I do have some bad news, and I will get to both of those in just a minute. But first, here's Tom.
And good news and bad news.
All right, well, we do have showers today. That's just kind of my medium news. The showers will taper off late this afternoon, and then we'll start to see a bit of a clearing trend. My good news is that we are going to see some sunshine throughout the day tomorrow, and Thursday looks fantastic. It is going to be hot. It is going to be sunny. Friday is my really bad news. We do have a fall-like system coming in through the GTA. It's going to bring with it a lot of rain and a lot of wind, the potential for thunderstorms, and cold temperatures behind it. Okay, I know 14 degrees isn't cold, but it's going to be much cooler than we're used to. 14 for Saturday and only a high of 12 for Sunday. Yeah, we're not seeing a lot of rain on the cameras, but we are seeing it on the radar. So we do have a cold front that is sinking south. There's just enough convective activity to potentially bring water spouts to Lake Erie. Now, Lake Erie is further south than Toronto, obviously. So unless you're traveling down towards the area and you are going to be thinking about taking your boat out, you don't necessarily need to worry about them. They're not usually harmful unless they do make landfall. But just note, if you are headed in that direction, if you are going out on the water, make sure you just keep your eye out because water spouts could potentially be there. Well, before you head out, make sure you grab that umbrella on. Yeah, now as Tom was mentioning, we are seeing rain on some areas and through Hamilton a little bit and through Pearson a little bit, but really not a heavy amount. I mean, this swath is only about 60 kilometers wide, so it's not going to be lasting all day. We will clear out by the end of the afternoon. Water spouts possible on Lake Erie today, so if you're taking your boat out, just be cautious. Convection is just right, but it's a very, very, very small chance. Low is going to sink south throughout the day today, and behind it, we're going to see a little bit of sunshine for tomorrow and into Thursday. Well, before you head out, make sure you grab that umbrella on your way to. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, it's certainly not going to be an all-day heavy rain. It's going to be light, kind of drizzly, kind of gloomy, and then we will clear. We'll see some good weather, and then I've got some really bad news.
Oh, do you?
I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that.
I know.
I don't like bad news.
Cold temperatures.
Did you say cold temperatures?
No, you did.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard her say cold temperatures.
I did. Okay, let's take a look at the radar. You can see where the rain is. It's just coming over the shores of Lake Erie. And I do want to mention that there is enough instability over the lake that we may see a water spout there today. Wonderful news coming up in a minute. But first, here's Tom with traffic. Well, we do have this rain moving through today. Once that low sinks south, we're going to see a bit of high pressure move back in. So we will see some sunshine tomorrow and into Thursday. Thursday's going to be warm as well. We're going to see temperatures into the mid-20s, feeling like the upper 20s with humidity. Brand new fall system starts to move in for Friday. This one's going to bring rain and wind. The potential is also there for some isolated thunderstorms, and it's really going to cool down our temperatures. There's my bad news. We're only going to see a daytime high of 14 on Saturday. A little bit more sunshine for Sunday. Still some unsettled conditions to start the weekend, but only a daytime high of 12 in Hamilton and 13 in Oshawa. This was unexpected. We are going to see some showers moving through the area today. Maybe I could, there we go. Okay, here's the radar. As you can see, Hamilton into it right now. London's actually moving out of it. It's not a very wide area of rain. It's only about 60 kilometers long. So it's kind of in and then it's kind of out. But we're going to be left with scattered showers behind it. Kind of a drizzly, gloomy day. About 5 millimeters for the city of Toronto, 5 to 15 through Mount Forest and through Kitchener, Cambridge, Guelph, through Waterloo. Very slight risk of water spouts on Lake Erie today. This low is going to sink its way south, and we're going to see a clearing trend for some sunshine into tomorrow and Thursday. Nobody knows when it will happen, but Mount Ontakay is expected to erupt again. And when it does, it will head out. Make sure you grab that umbrella on your way to breakfast. All right. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, this system, it's a fast mover. I mean, it's only about 60 kilometers wide. So it's really just going to move in, do what it's going to do, and then move out. But we might see a lot of lingering cloud cover and lingering showers behind it. Here's a look at the radar, and as you can see, this rain is sinking its way south. Some sunshine, and tomorrow and Thursday look great. But then, in my opinion, fall officially arrives. We are going to be seeing much cooler conditions for the weekend. I'm going to have all those details coming up in the long range. But first, let's take a look back at yesterday. It was just all good things must come to an end. I'll have those details coming up. But first, here's Tom. It is. We have it in Caledonia. Mike Arsenault's there. He's been talking about the rain. Kevin had it up in Newmarket. It has since dissipated. So it's going to be one of those days where we're going to see it in some areas and not so much in others. As this low sinks south, we'll see a clearing trend behind it, a little bit of high pressure. Tomorrow looks good. We've got sunshine in the forecast. Thursday looks amazing. Really typical fall-like system moves in for Friday, bringing with it a lot of wind, a lot of rain, and temperatures behind the cold front are going to be dramatically cooler. We're talking about low to mid-teens for Saturday and Sunday. This was unexpected.
Smooth, creamy caramel inside and out.
The rain is not going to be a long-term problem. The rain is actually going to be in and then it's going to be out. It looks as though the bulk of it's already moved through the London, Kitchener, Cambridge area. We are going to be seeing some showers on and off throughout the day. It's not going to just turn into this brilliant sunny day, that's for sure. We've got less than 5 millimeters expected for the city of Toronto, more so down towards that area that the rain has already pushed through. Very, very slight risk of water spouts on Lake Erie today. Sunshine returns for tomorrow and into Thursday. Well, before you head out, make sure you grab that umbrella. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, it's kind of a short-lived system. It's only about 60 kilometers wide, that cold front in that area of rain. So it kind of moves in, does its thing, and then moves out. We're left with some cloud cover behind it, some drizzly conditions, but it's not really significant. It doesn't have a lot of meat and potatoes with it.
No, and it seems to be sort of sucking itself dry as it moves over the dry land. So it lost a lot of its energy. So that's, I guess, good or bad, depending if we need rain.
Well, we do need rain, and we're going to get rain. By the end of the week, we have got fall arriving, in my opinion. I will explain. It's going to be much cooler. That's the only hint I'm going to give you. Here's Tom now with traffic. Yeah, we do have showers on and off in some areas. In Caledonia, raining. In Newmarket, not so much. It's really going to be one of those days. Now, this low is going to sink its way south. We're going to see high pressure move back in for Wednesday, Thursday. Good days. We've got humidity on the rise for Thursday, so we are going to be seeing very warm conditions. Here's my definition of fall. Right here. This is it. We've got an area of low pressure that's going to be moving through the GTA, bringing with it wind and rain, the chance of isolated thunderstorms, and cold temperatures. That's my definition. 14 for Saturday, 12 for Sunday. Nobody knows when it will happen, but another eruption is likely. And when it happens, scientists say the force could toss boulders 4 kilometers from the crater. Thanks, Tom. Well, we don't have a lot of rain in our forecast. We're looking at about 5 millimeters for the city of Toronto in through Kitchener, Waterloo, Cambridge, Hamilton, through Mount Forest. We could see closer to 10 millimeters. I also do want to mention that there is a very, very slight risk for waterspouts on Lake Erie today. If you're taking the boat out, just keep your eye out. This area of low pressure is going to sink south throughout the day today, and by tonight we're going to start to see a bit of a clearing trend moving in, so we will see some sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. And Thursday looks really good as well. We've got temperatures getting up into the low 20s, feeling like the upper 20s with humidity. By Friday, fall system approaches. We are going to see a lot of rain and a lot of wind with this system, and the cold front is going to cool down our temperatures dramatically. Lingering showers for Saturday morning and 14 degrees, 12 degrees for Sunday. Make sure you grab that umbrella on your way. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Tuesday, September the 30th. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's been a wet start to the day for many throughout the GTA, but others have been lucky. Kevin Yard is lucky right now with just overcast conditions. But all right, thanks so much, Kevin. I actually wore my rain boots and my rain jacket zipped up, and then, I don't know, it was probably a little bit overkill, but you never know. You want to be prepared, right? Well, Mike Arsenault has been joining us in Caledonia this morning, and Mike, it looks as though the rain has decided to let up for at least the moment.
So we're going to hold you responsible if it does this weekend.
You're the one standing in the rain with the microphone. That blame is not on me. Yeah, we could see some rain into the weekend. I will talk about that in just a moment. First, let's talk about today. We do have that slight risk of waterspouts on Lake Erie. About 5 millimeters of rain for the city of Toronto, so not incredible amounts. This low is going to sink south. We're going to see a bit of a clearing trend behind it. We're going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine throughout the day tomorrow, and Thursday looks amazing. We've got more sun in the forecast, and temperatures are going to be warm. We're looking at 22, feeling like 28. In my opinion, this low is bringing in fall. I know it's already fall, technically by the calendar, but we've been experiencing summer-like conditions. This low that's going to move in Thursday overnight and into Friday is going to bring rain and wind and the potential for thunderstorms. And the cold front is going to seriously damage our temperatures. We're going to drop down to only 14 degrees for Saturday with lingering showers. There's that rain I was mentioning for the weekend. And then Sunday looks to be the better day of the weekend, but temperatures will be cool, 12 in Hamilton. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday, to September the 30th. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's a bit of a wet start to the day for many people. We're going to check in with Mike Arsenault. He's in Caledonia. And Mike, good news scenario is that it's mild. Bad news scenario is that you're getting wet.
Yes, it is raining. You need the umbrella, the boots, the rain jacket with you. But Emily, the chance to talk to you this morning just brings sunshine into any day.
Thanks, Mike. All right. Well, we are seeing some rain in some areas. Others, not so much. It's going to be heavier through the Kitchener, Waterloo, kind of Cambridge area through Hamilton. As you saw in Caledonia, Mike's getting fairly wet. Rainfall forecast, like I was mentioning, some areas are certainly going to see heavier amounts, but downtown core, we're only looking at about 5 millimeters. Very, very small chance of waterspouts on Lake Erie today. I've talked to about 3 briefing meteorologists, and everybody's saying it's not really something to worry about, but there's just enough energy that we could see one. So if you're taking your boat out on Lake Erie today, just be mindful of that. This low is going to sink south. We are going to be seeing some lingering cloud cover. The potential is there for some showers throughout the day tomorrow, and then we've got some sunshine. So a clearing trend for Wednesday and into Thursday, and then Friday. This is when fall begins in my mind. I know it's already technically fall, but we've been feeling like summer this last week. We are going to see this system pull its way east, and we are going to see a lot of wind, a lot of rain, and it is going to do some damage to our temperatures. We're going to go from 22 degrees on Friday to only 14 on Saturday. Scattered showers, a fairly gloomy day. And you're thinking, well, it looks like sunshine, but I think late in the day, we'll see more sunshine than early in the day. And then Sunday, we're only going to see a daytime high of 12 in Hamilton. Now, I know that there's a Ticats game on Saturday, so be prepared if you're standing outside. Just bring your umbrella or your rain jacket. We're looking at 21 tomorrow in Oshawa, 21 for Thursday, rain coming in on Friday, and much cooler conditions just in time for the weekend. Joining us for the long-range segment, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. it's going to continue to feel like summer until the end of the week. And then, in my opinion, it turns into fall. I know technically it's already fall by the calendar, but as far as I'm concerned, it's coming.
It sure is. What a dramatic change from last weekend where it felt like August. Can you say it was the nicest weekend of the summer, even though it was the fall?
I think so. I think I went with that on Twitter and Facebook.
Okay, well, this weekend will be a classic mid-fall weekend with temperatures much cooler. But before we get there, milder temperatures return Wednesday and Thursday. Lots of sunshine, lower 20s. But here comes the big change. Friday morning, still a few hours of dry weather. It'll be windy, but look what's lurking to the west.
Yeah.
That moves in for the afternoon and evening. Winds will be gusting over 60 kilometers per hour and a good or bad soaking rain.
Yeah, good for my lawn, bad for me. Now Saturday, it's going to, what I've been kind of describing it as is that it's really just going to damage our temperatures, this cold front that's associated with it. I mean, we're going to go from the low 20s to the low teens, just like that.
It's going to feel like late October. Now, this looks pretty pessimistic. We do have that threat for showers in the morning, but the sun will come out in the afternoon, so bundle up and get out and enjoy it. But we will have the showers to the north, lake effect, rain showers.
We're already talking about lake effects. Winter must be on the way.
Eventually. That will continue on Sunday, but again, mainly rain-free in the GTA.
Doug,
Yeah,
you know how I feel about this word.
sorry.
Autumnal is not a good word in my books.
Well, it's here.
Deal with it, Emily, is what he's saying. So Sunday, autumnal, it's going to feel cool, and then Monday, new round of rain coming in.
Another round of showers for Monday, and overall the pattern through the middle of next week, we'll have temperatures below seasonal. Note those temperatures in the low to mid-teens continuing. Now, some of the models keep this pattern all the way into the Thanksgiving weekend, but the model that I prefer, both professionally and personally, tries to bring some milder air towards Thanksgiving weekend.
I'm with you on this one for sure. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It is the 30th of September, and it's a wet start to the day for many. But Kevin Yard is joining us from Newmarket, Ontario. And Kevin, you have already done your bit. Thanks, Kevin. Well, we do have that kind of gloomy, rainy day on the way. As Kevin was just mentioning, we're not done with it just yet. So we're looking at a daytime high of 20. So it is going to be mild through. We've got the rainfall forecast. We're looking at about 5 millimeters of rain for Toronto. As Kevin was mentioning, heavier amounts down through Cambridge and through London, over towards Hamilton. Slight risk of water spouts today on Lake Erie. If you're taking the boat out, just be cautious of that. This low sinks south, high pressure to the north of us is going to bring us a bit of a clearing trend for the next couple of days. We are going to be seeing some sunshine for tomorrow and through Thursday. Thursday actually looks fantastic. We're seeing daytime highs into the low 20s, but feeling like the upper 20s when you factor in humidity. And then as far as I'm concerned, fall arrives on Friday. I know it's already fall, but it has been so summer-like this last week. Wind, rain, potential for thunderstorms, and then much cooler temperature values behind this. So we're going to go from 20 degrees tomorrow to 22 for Thursday. Rain, wind, thunderstorms in on Friday. Still mild, 22 feeling like 28, and then the dramatic drop-off. 14 degrees for Saturday, lingering showers, and then Sunday, 12 degrees. I know the Ticats are playing on Saturday, so bring your umbrella to the brand new field. You'll probably need it, or just run inside when it is raining. Looks as though it will clear by late day, so it's going to be more so Saturday morning that you're going to have to worry about the rain through the GTA. 21 tomorrow in Oshawa, 21 for Thursday. Rain, wind, stormy conditions for Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, much cooler. And then it looks as though fall continues right into the beginning of next week for many areas. In Barrie, Saturday, 12 degrees. Sunday, only hitting a daytime high of 10. And then we've got a new system coming in, bringing showers in through the middle of the week. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday, the 30th of September. It is a wet start for many throughout the GTA, others just dealing with overcast conditions. And that is exactly where we find Kevin Yard. You had your umbrella out earlier, but you're still holding on to it, aren't you?
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, it's kind of going to be a gloomy, gray, kind of drizzly day. We're going to check in with Mike Arsenault, who happens to be in Caledonia this morning. And Mike, Kevin's got an umbrella that he's not using, and you need an umbrella and don't have one. How come you don't have an umbrella? I've got some very good news. Thanks so much, Mike. Doesn't have an umbrella, but I'm digging his rain boots, that's for sure. All right, I do have a little bit of bad news to spread before we get to the good news. We've got 20 degrees today. That's the good news. We have Toronto today, and there is a very slight risk for some water spouts on Lake Erie. They're not harmful unless they, of course, do make landfall. But for the most part, if you're on land and you're seeing them, they're not harmful for you. So if you are taking your boat out, just be mindful. 5 to 15 millimeters, Mount Forest, south down towards the Hamilton area. It's just going to be one of those gray, gloomy, drizzly kind of days. That's what we're dealing with. But my good news for tomorrow, like Mike was mentioning, we are going to be seeing some sunshine for Wednesday and Thursday, and temperatures are going to be warm. We're going to get close to 22 degrees for Thursday, but feel closer to 29 when you factor in the humidity. Now, in my opinion, Friday is when fall arrives. I know it's technically fall on the calendar, but this system is going to bring in wind, rain, and much colder temperatures with the potential for isolated thunderstorms throughout the day on Friday. Look at our weekend. 14 degrees for Saturday, Sunday, only seeing a daytime high of 12 in Toronto as well as in through Hamilton. Thanks, Kim. Around the World in 80 Seconds. You can find out more at our website. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us. It's Tuesday. It is the 30th of September. October starts tomorrow, and it is a perfect time to get out and check out the fall colors. Showers moving in through the GTA for the majority of the day, clearing by late this afternoon. Waterspout risk on Lake Erie, very, very, very small. This low is going to sink south throughout the day. We are going to see a bit of a clearing trend behind it. Sunshine throughout the day tomorrow, and Thursday looks incredible. We've got temperatures in the low 20s, feeling like the upper 20s, and lots of sunshine. It's just because we're in the warm sector for this next system. Fall literally arrives. I know it's already fall, but it literally arrives on Friday with this system. We are going to be seeing a lot of rain, a lot of wind. The potential is there for some isolated thunderstorms, and then it is going to do a lot of damage to our temperatures. We're going to go from 20 degrees tomorrow, 22 on Thursday, 22 for Friday, to 14 on Saturday, well below our seasonal average of about 18 degrees. Sunday, even cooler. We're only going to get up to a daytime high of 12. So if you like the warmth, make sure you get out and enjoy it for the remainder of the week. Nobody knows when it will happen, but Mount Ontakay is expected to erupt again. And when it does, it will be more than smoke and ash. That's next. Head out, make sure you grab that umbrella on your way. But as far as I'm concerned, it's coming.
It sure is. What a dramatic change from
with it. I mean, we're going to go from the low 20s to the low teens, just like that.
It's going to feel like late October. Now, this looks pretty pessimistic. We do have that threat for showers in the morning, but the sun will come out in the afternoon, so bundle up and get out and enjoy it. But again, mainly rain-free in the GTA.
Doug, you know how I feel about this word.
Sorry.
Autumnal is not a good word in my books.
Well, it's here.
Deal with it, Emily, is what he's saying.
The model that I prefer, both professionally and personally, tries to bring some milder air towards Thanksgiving weekend.
I'm with you on this one for sure. Joining us for the long-range segment, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. It's going to continue to feel like summer until the end of the week. And then, in my opinion, it turns into fall. I know technically it's already fall by the calendar, but as far as I'm concerned, it's coming.
It sure is. What a dramatic change from last weekend where it felt like August. Can you say it was the nicest weekend of the summer, even though it was the fall?
I think so. I think I went with that on Twitter and Facebook.
Okay, well, this weekend will be a classic mid-fall weekend with temperatures much cooler. But before we get there, milder temperatures return Wednesday and Thursday, lots of sunshine. Lower 20s, but here comes the big change. Friday morning, still a few hours of dry weather. It'll be windy, but look what's lurking to the west.
Yeah.
That moves in for the afternoon and evening. Winds will be gusting over 60 kilometers per hour, and a good, or bad, soaking rain.
Yeah, good for my lawn, bad for me. Now Saturday, it's going to, what I've been kind of describing it as is that it's really just going to damage our temperatures, this cold front that's associated with it. I mean, we're going to go from the low 20s to the low teens, just like that.
It's going to feel like late October. Now, this looks pretty pessimistic. We do have that threat for showers in the morning, but the sun will come out in the afternoon, so bundle up and get out and enjoy it. But we will have the showers to the north, lake effect, rain showers.
We're already talking about lake effects. Winter must be on the way.
Eventually. That will continue on Sunday, but again, mainly rain-free in the GTA.
Doug, you know how I feel about this word.
Sorry.
Autumnal is not a good word in my books.
Well, it's here.
Deal with it, Emily, is what he's saying. So Sunday, autumnal, it's going to feel cool, and then Monday, new round of rain coming in.
Another round of showers for Monday, and overall the pattern through the middle of next week, we'll have temperatures below seasonal. Note those temperatures in the low to mid-teens continuing. Now, some of the models keep this pattern all the way into the Thanksgiving weekend, but the model that I prefer, both professionally and personally, tries to bring some milder air towards Thanksgiving weekend.
I'm with you on this one for sure.